Have I made the right decision? Am I doing what is best for my child? I had a little girl that was diagnosed with leukemia, and I made the biggest decision for my life and the biggest decision for her life and I don't know why I get emotional about this. I, buckled her in, and we crossed over, and we began a journey of healthcare that was against the norm. I walked through these very same doors. I was holding the hand of my 5-year-old daughter who had been diagnosed with leukemia. They gave me confidence that as a mother, I had done what I should have done. And I knew the moment I stepped into the door that I had been led to the right place.
It didn't feel like a hospital at all. It felt like a home that you would just walk into, and there were patients walking around, but in every face I saw a smile, and that was not my picture of what cancer was. I said that, there's something happening here that is so unlike what I expected, so unlike what I had seen in hospitals of how patients would respond to chemotherapy, for example, or radiation, how they would go in sick but come out sicker. That was not what was happening here. We have people coming to our clinic from literally all over the world, people from Canada, people from Europe, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India.
They've come from everywhere, from all the states. They've come from other countries, about 20 countries.
From the very first day that you come in, there's someone there to hug you and say, welcome, I'm so glad to see you. Everyone is so happy to see you. And then they put their arm out and tell you, go ahead and walk this way. They don't lead you, they follow you.
When I came here to visit, I felt the complete change when you walk in here. It was like coming into a home. It's like you're not coming to a job, you're coming to a family.
I was diagnosed with a cancer, multiple myeloma, about 4.5 years ago. All I can say is it's been such a positive experience. From when you first arrive at the clinic, you just met with these friendly faces everywhere who welcome you, and they, make you feel at home, show you around, and the clinic itself is just such a peaceful place to be. It, makes you feel instantly at home.
I saw the union with the patients. I saw the camaraderie with them. I saw how they do help one another. They all have a story. They support each other. The teaching, the learning that goes on in this house is unbelievable.
And you would wonder, why are so many people from such diverse backgrounds? What is it that they see in Hope4Cancer or our way of doing medicine that makes them come to us?
So whenever somebody hears the word cancer, one of the first things we've been very, very conditioned to experience is fear. But fear is a conditioned response.
You have a massive cancerous tumor in your bladder, and the only thing we can do is to remove your bladder. You'll live 3, maybe 5 years, and quality of life, I'll never forget it, went poor.
My doctor at one of the major cancer hospitals in Texas, he said, I have many patients who are diagnosed very similar to you. He said, with the cancer in the breast, the invasive ductal carcinoma, with it in the lymph nodes, and he said, most of those are no longer living. And he said, they did all of our treatments. And he said, the ones that are still living, he said, they have a very compromised lifestyle. But he said cancer should be in all your major organs, all through your bones. And he said it's not in any major organ. It's not in you. Your bones are clear. He said, so I'm telling you, something is working for you. If somebody sees you on the street, they never even know you've been sick a day in your life.
Even learning oncology, you're just trained in the conventional way of chemotherapy, radiation, medicine, symptom relief. Whereas at Hope4Cancer, we're working at the core features of why someone developed cancer.
I felt confident in the doctor, and he just sat down and he said, let's just try to get to the root of what's going on. And that was probably the first person that ever talked to me about the root of our diagnosis, or what our life was really like and where we lived. And I fell in love with that concept that day.
The word doctor means healer, teacher, and this is one thing that we have to always convey to the patients, that it's not a one-way communication where the doctor tells the patient what to do and that's it, right? He does it. We have to have that communication back and forth.
When you come here, it's a breath of fresh air to have somebody tell you, the doctors to sit and look at you and say, yeah, we think we can help you, yeah. Instead of, you're inoperable, there's nothing I can do for you. And that's what the doctor just told me.
We are addressing not only the cancer, but we're addressing the whole person. And we're giving them the best opportunity to heal in a non-toxic, natural way. At Hope4Cancer, the goal is to always be on the forefront of non-toxic cancer therapies: oxygenation, detoxification, nutrition, antimicrobial therapy, the emotional, spiritual aspect of health and healing, and optimizing the immune system.
When I met Marcy and Dr. Tony, I knew that they were in the right place.
I knew that he was making a difference. I knew that he was changing the lives of patients in ways that I could not imagine working in a laboratory, where I would spend years not knowing if any of my work would ever come to fruition. And even if it did, would it really solve the problem? Right? Would a drug really cure this malady that we have been suffering for years and decades and centuries, for that matter? As I stepped into Hope4Cancer, my world changed. I met a lot of the people at Hope4Cancer, amazing staff, amazing doctors, people who not just were practicing medicine, but also were totally sold out to helping the patients, totally sold out to making the lives of patients better.
In the treatment room, we all talked about it. Everybody here is very respectful and kind, and nobody's ever been treated this way with respect before. And we are all treated with respect and love.
I think of this as a holistic, integrative medicine when we're tending to the spirit, the mental, emotional aspect, and of course the physical.
Mind and emotions are totally connected to our body. We are not separated. We are a whole. We are a one. So it's very important, yes, the physical, but the emotional, you have to work on it too.
And the combination of the mind and the heart, the right mixture of both. This is where the future of medicine is.
All the most leading edge treatments are here. They're doing basically all the treatments they're doing in Germany, plus more. And then speaking with the other patients fills you with confidence. It's inspiring.
There is a profound empowerment that each person receives when they come to Hope4Cancer. And irrespective of all the technology we use and all the details and all the science, at the very core, it is that very process of empowerment, the one process that is fundamental to unlock the healing within.
The biggest thing for me was to find a protocol, a treatment, a healing process that was not going to be detrimental and was going to feel empowering to me. The traditional treatment is not.
Hope for Cancer as a whole offers that possibility of empower like no other place I've seen.
They've taken what was a beginning journey that I walked on and grown it to where we're seeing so many patients, so many people, and so many lives have been changed.
The whole purpose of this place is to get you to a place where your immune system is functioning well so it can resolve your issues yourself. And you can feel it in the air here.
The environment here is a healing environment. It's a place where people are able to come here as a refuge. We do have state-of-the-art cancer treatments. However, instead of focusing on a cure or a treatment, we focus on healing of the body as a whole. We want to make sure that we prepare the patient for a life without cancer so that they can take on the future with a new confidence and a new strength they didn't have before they walked in these doors.
One thing that I would like the patients to always remember and know about us is that we're here completely. And it's all about you. It's whatever you need that day is what we address. It's about you as a person, not the disease or the name that's been given to it. It's about you, a person.
The treatment program that is offered here, it's very personalized to your individual condition, and not just, the disease or cancer you have, but also, the particular nuances of it, where you are with your general health, your toxic burden, and everything else. So you're not just getting a one-size-fits-all, treatment program. It is really tailored to your needs.
I feel great now. Before, I did do the one chemo treatment, and a few days after that, I was just sick and felt bad. I said, there's got to be another way. Here at Hope for Cancer, I leave here feeling great. I haven't been sick. It's just great. All the therapy they do is it's non-toxic, building up your own immune system to fight the cancer. So it just feels great when I leave here every day.
I have more energy to go out and enjoy this gorgeous place. I'm not hibernating at home with no energy and fatigue and nausea and it's definitely a better way.
Hope for Cancer healed my daughter, and she is now healthy and a beautiful mother of her own little boy. And because of that, and because of my journey, the journey that I took with her, I'm now a part of Hope for Cancer, and my job on a daily basis is to help patients walk through this same path that I took and feel safe and feel loved and feel like they've made the best decision for their life or for their loved one.
I have one of the most aggressive forms of cancer. It can go anywhere and everywhere, yet I don't fear it because of places like Hope for Cancer and what they offer.
Every day I come in here is so fulfilling because every day I see people grow and I see changes that are incredible. And when I see them leave here, they're a completely different person than the way they started. It's an amazing experience. There's no place in the world I'd rather be than right here.
It's not only what we do, but how we empower patients to get educated, to go back home, to have and live with the health that we all deserve.
You will feel empowered by coming here. You will feel hopeful once you're here. It's built into the program.
The time that you spend here with us is a beginning of the successful journey in many ways that you will have, in the mental aspect, in the spiritual, and of course in the physical.
And I know that each patient will experience that without a doubt, they will be touched in some way throughout their 3-week stay by the hand of God. They will feel it. They'll feel that love. They'll feel it from the staff. They'll leave knowing that their lives have been changed forever.
It makes you be able to grab hold of your dreams in the future, to visualize you watching that grandkid graduate, you know, and where when that other doctor walks out, you feel a death sentence almost. And here you think, no, I'm gonna beat this. And then you go walk on the beach and you breathe the fresh air and you see the water and the sunset and you're like, you know, this God had to put this place here for me for right now. And I know that.
I applaud them for putting this together and being on the forefront of what I think is probably a revolution. They are soldiers in this journey for people that have lost hope. And they've put together a place for people to find that again and be at peace and know that they don't have to be stuck. You don't have to just accept the standard of care. There's more. And it's here. It's here.